Shalom. Shalom. What you got? One moment. Oh. Step into the light. Shalom, shalom. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, aka Babylon the Great. But before we get started, let's give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And double honors to elders and apostles of great millstone who brought us to 100% truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth. Again, shalom. But before we get started, as always, we're going to start off with the 12 tribe God chart, starting off with the head tribe. Judah, the so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans and Panamanians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Gad, the so-called North American and Indian tribes. Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians and Chileans. Asher, the so-called Colombians and Uruguayans. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. If you see that your father comes from one of these 12 tribes, turn back to the truth. Right, all right. Right. If you are your father seed of one of these 12 tribes of Israel, this is the time for you to turn back to your power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As always, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. That is to prophets to say before it happens. You see, that's what prophecies are all about. And we come in the spirit of prophets, you see, of the prophets, of old. You come back into your lot. So therefore, Lord willing, we prophesied in previous lives.
So therefore, the prophet has come back in these latter times, in these end times, the time of the end, you see, to prophesy, to chant it down, to tell the people what's going to happen before it happens, you see. All right, so we're going to start it off with Revelation 19 and 10, as we always do.
Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh shall worship thy power. For the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy.
See, the testimony, the record of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy. And that's what we are here to do, to do what we are commanded to do. And that's what prophets do. They prophesy. They tell you the thing that's going to happen before it happens. They give you the warning as we, as the Lord has commanded us to give his people. You see, to give his people the warning before the judgment comes, as he did in the book of, as he did in Jeremiah's day, Noah's day. You see, all those prophets prophesied destruction, doom and gloom prophets. That's what we are as well, doom and gloom, because this kingdom has to go down. You see, all right. So therefore, we'll come out here to give our people the warning. Give me that, my brother, and go to Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. Start with the first verse. You got it? Read.
Second Ezra.
Yes, Second Ezra 15 and 1 from the top.
Second Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's right. The Lord want us to speak to his people. Speak thou in the ears, in the hearing, so that people may hear this word of prophets. You see, to tell them what's going to happen. And we are telling you that Jacob's trouble is going to increase, and we have told you that you are already in Jacob's trouble now. But this is the beginning of sorrows that you're experiencing now. You see, but we are telling you that these times of trouble are going to increase. All right, and we're telling you to turn back and repent before it's too late. And we're going to be saying that, giving that warning, throughout this camp meeting here. All right, so give me that, my brother, in Jeremiah 30 and read 7, because we're telling you Jacob's trouble are here, but they're going to really intensely increase. You see, they're not. It's not going to be in the fooling around, or you're not going to wonder whether or not you were in Jacob's trouble at that time. See, right now you can still go out and buy and sell and go to the theaters and go to games and things of that nature. But there's going to come a time when all of this is going to come to a halt, a screeching halt. You see? So this is the time to turn back now. Read that, my brother.
Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That day is great. That means it is terrible. It's going to be a terrible day for 2/3 of our people. And then when the Lord come to visit the earth, you see, he's already visiting. You hear of earthquakes all the time. You hear of all kinds of catastrophes and disasters that are happening. But yet our people, still forbear, will not take heed to the Lord's servants, his prophets, whom he has given these mysteries to. You see, the Lord has given these secrets to his servants, the prophets. All right, as it says in Amos 7. We're not going to go there, but read that again, my brother. Jeremiah, what is that, 30 and 7? Read it again from the top.
At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That time is going to be great. It's going to be terrible calamities in that time. It's going to be a time like no other, my brother. All right, now give me that. Turn to Daniel and 12 and 1. Give me that in Daniel 12:1, because these are going to be some terrible times that's coming. And we are giving our people the warning right now before they happen. You see? Read, you got it? Read it.
12.
Daniel 12.
12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered.
It says, and at that time, people, read that from the top again. Let me give to it.
And at that time shall Michael stand up.
See, it's going to be so bad. Michael is going to stand up to defend, the Lord's elect. You see, he's not going to defend 2/3. There are going to be so many 2/3 people being unalived at that time and being deleted at that time that even Michael going to stand up, be ready to charge in to save his elect out of the calamities and the disasters and the sword, the famine, and things of that nature that are happening simultaneously. You see, this thing is going to get really bad, Israel, and this is the time for you to turn back right now. Read that from the top again, my brother.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
And Michael is an archangel. He's a great prince. You see, and he's ready to come to rescue the elect. You see, Lord willing, we are of the hope that elect. You see, all the men out here on the highways and the hedges, just preaching and teaching this 1% truth. And, starting with the great men of GMS, right on down to the local camps and the affiliates. Lord willing, all those men would be delivered in that time. You see, these are the times that we are warning you of, Israel. These are the prophecies that are going to take place. You see, they've started. You see, all right. Read that again, my brother. You got it.
At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same people. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
See, so a remnant of people are going to be delivered in that time. And that's the remnant, that's the elect. And the 1/3, you see, the Lord, everybody's not going to get deleted. You see, everybody's not going to be destroyed in that time of Jacob's trouble. You see, because the Lord is going to save his elect out of it. You see, that's why we out here giving our people the warning, you see, to repent, to turn back before it's too late. All right, now go to 1 Peter 4:12, my brother.
1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
See, we're going to go through some troubles and some trials because we are being tested as well. You see, but don't think it's strange, Israel, because we got it. We're not just going to waltz right into the kingdom. Great calamities, great testings. You see, gold is tried in the fire. You see, to burn off all the impurities. You see, even the elect are going to go through some things too. You see, to purify, that we may we must put all our faith in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem our Shai. You see, we are not to doubt at any time, even through these calamities and catastrophes that are going to happen. You see, you're going to see a lot of people become unalive suddenly. You see, and it's in the near future. It's upon us right now because we are already in the end days. And you see a lot of things happening now. You see, so therefore, you're going to go through some trials. You're going to go through some testing. Read that again, my brother.
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you.
See, don't think it's strange. Don't think you're the only one that's going through this. Don't think that, you're being picked on in any way, because we all have issues and troubles and trials that we have to, endure. But the one that endure unto the end, that same shall be saved. Keep the faith, Israel. If you've been teaching this truth, you've been out here on the highways and the hedges, you have put your hands on the plow. You see, you have, you once sowed seeds out there, out here, to the, to the elect men, and then you turn your back from this work. Oh man, you better repent. You better repent quickly and ask the Lord to forgive you and get back out here and get back on this plow. Get back on doing this work. Really, because you're not the only one going through things. You're not the only one that's suffering. It takes patience. You see, you get that crown of life, it takes patience, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, it takes patience. And patience, what? Suffering, right? Okay, read that again, my brother.
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice is as much as ye are partakers of Mashiach's sufferings.
See, we got to rejoice in this thing when we get persecuted, when you get thrown into the FEMA camps, when you get scoffed and mocked at, when you are falsely accused of something that you didn't do. Count it joy, Israel. This is how we have to do. We got to get the mindset of placing all our faith, our trust, our hope in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, we can't just go on our own intellect. You see, we can't live our lives as the world lives their lives. You see, thinking that you can, work your way save yourself out of the situation that the Lord has placed upon you. You see, you can't, the world thinks that all you have to do is work hard in your life and save your money. Well, let me tell you something. The money, the petrodollar is collapsing. They are collapsing the petrodollar. You see, because these terrorists are turning America's allies against them. You see? Oh yeah, your president Trump. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's following the operations and the plans of the elites. You see, he works for the big bankers. You see, he's not acting alone in this. Oh, don't think that he's acting alone. He's not acting alone. He has he's the puppet, and he's been told. He's reading the script. He's reading the script as to what he must do. You see? All right, read that again, my brother.
Beloved, think, but rejoice is as much as ye are partakers of Mashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
See, we go through this suffering now, but there's a glory coming, a reward. You see, you're going to be glad that you suffered, in this life and on this side, because, the Lord is going to place crowns on your head, Israel, if you endure until the end. That's what this thing is about, enduring until the end. Give me that, my brother, in Revelation 3 and 10. Because we got to endure through this thing. We're going to suffer. That's what this walk is all about. It's about a walk of suffering. Condemning the world as Noah did. Noah suffered. Jeremiah suffered. Moses suffered. The ingrates of his own people, of our people. You see, always murmuring. Saw miracles after miracles, was well taken care of, but yet they continue to murmur and to be just to be niggers. See, so read that, my brother. Go to Revelation 3 and 10. Give me that.
Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
See, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because thou hast suffered. That's what we do. We suffered on this side. We're suffering now. We're not, the true prophets are not trying to live their best life now. They have given up homes. They have given up families. They have given up a lot of things that the world has that they could have attained. They have given up careers. You see, some people have aspired to be a musician. Some people should have aspired to be, an entertainer or an athlete of some sort. You see, but the Lord has called his men into this truth. So therefore, they have given up these things, these aspirations that they once had, and got out here on the highways and the hedges to preach this truth. We saw, we have condemned this world. You see, as Noah did. Noah probably, I'm sure he had family, relatives. You see, other than his sons and daughters, he probably had uncles and aunts and things of that nature. Yeah, he had them. You see, but he listened and was justified by listening to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and he and his household were saved. 8 people altogether. All right, Read that again, my brother, from the top.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
See, what's the hour of temptation? That MOTP. That see him. You see, the Lord is not going to allow it. The Lord, his elect are not. It's not going to take it, because the Lord going to has already put that spirit on his elect not to take it. You see, that thing has already been done. And there's a sealing that's being done even now. The Lord already knows who he has predestinated for salvation and for deliverance. You see, but yet we still have to continue to do this work, to continue to suffer in this world among the wicked. You see? All right, read that again, my brother.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Okay, so therefore, there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. You're going to have to, you're going to have to either take this sea hip, or you're going to have to. You're going to be, you're going to become unalive. You could run. You can go to the most remote place on the face of this earth. Esau is going to find you. You see? So the only way you're going to escape this is for you to be under covering of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And it starts with his name. You're going to have to know his name, Israel. If you don't know his name, you're in trouble. You're through. You see, the Lord is not working with you. You see, if you're not praying and trusting and believing in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, that he's your savior, he's your father, he's your Lord, and he's your all in all, you're finished. He's not dealing with you, Israel. All right, see, hold that, my brother, and give me that in Proverbs 18:10. Because the Lord is our refuge. He's our strong tower that we run into, his elect men, his 1/3. Proverbs 18:10. The Lord is the one to whom we run to. The Lord is the one whom we put all our trust in. Faith. You see, we want to continue in the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, it's not this Jesus Christ person. It's Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and you got to know his name. All right? Read it, my brother.
Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it, and they're safe.
See? That's how you're going to be saved. That's how you're going. That's our protection. Israel, that's your protection. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, the people that are on the 12 tribe sign chart right here that we read from of Israel. You see, you are the people that the Lord has chosen. You are the people that must know his name in order to be saved. Read that again, my brother.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it, and is safe.
See, the righteous running into it. And who are the righteous? The one that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. The one that's calling on the name of the Lord. The one that's praying, fasting, preaching and teaching and making videos and giving the people warning, doing everything that the Lord has told them to do. Is walking in the law that you were called to walk in, as a prophet. You see? See? That's the righteous. You see? Lord willing, we are of that number. And all the men that's out here on the highways and the hedges of GMS and all the camps. You see, in every camp of GMS is what I mean. All right? Because that's where I learned that's where I learned this truth from. You see? I appreciate the elder apostles, the bishops, and the local camps. I appreciate it. You see? You gotta, man, you can't discard the people that you learn from. You see? You gotta always give them honor. You see? Israel, this thing is deadly serious. Read that one more time, my brother.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower. You done heard this many a times. You see? This is not the first time this precept has been read. You've heard this many a times as you have seen the true prophets out here on the highways and the hedges. Now you're not going to hear this from false teachers. They're not going to tell you this. You see, they're going to complain, they're going to whine, they're going to moan, just like they did in the wilderness. You see, they're going to, man, they got to be destroyed. They got to be deleted. You see? All right, now where were you? Drop that and go back to where you were. You were in Revelation 3 and 10, or what? Were you somewhere else? Huh?
I think I was in there. That was in Proverbs. That was in Proverbs 17.
No, well, I tell you what. Go back to Revelation 3 and 10. Let's start there again.
3 and 10.
Revelation 3 and 10.
Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Okay, you were in, go to first, wait, did we do First Peter and 12? Yeah, go back to First Peter and 4 and 12. That's where I believe we were. Yeah, First Peter 4 and 12. Go there.
1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoices as much as ye are partakers of a Mashiach suffering.
See, yeah, go ahead.
That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
And those are fiery trials that are coming that we're speaking of here. All right, give me Revelation 12 and 12, my brother, because we are to be rejoicing. We're going to rejoice when these fiery trials come upon us. But the Lord got us. He's going to put that spirit on us. As a matter of fact, that's superpower right there when he put the Holy Spirit on us, that we can, teach this word, break this word down 100% truth. You see, as we have learned, you see, spiritual powers are, going to come, and when he raised up a standard as well, makes mighty men out of us. You see, so read that, my brother. So we rejoice. We can rejoice in when he comes down with burning wrath, anger. You see, read.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, he knows the time is winding up. The Lord is pushing him, making mistakes and things of that nature. You see, but we rejoice in these things. We rejoicing in these times, and when these fiery trials increase, when Jacob's trouble increase, when he mandate that MOTB, when World War III, increase in the middle of the Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is going to come back. You see, that we know that's what we are waiting for. We're praying for. We want this thing to happen. You see? All right, read that again, my brother. Rejoice.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Okay, see, 2/3 of people are the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, the nations around here. You see, that's that the Lord is going to destroy. That won't stand for destruction. You see, all right. Now go to let's see. Let's go to all right. Let's go to I read that. Okay, all right. Go back to second Ezra 15. Give me that.
It was.
First verse. Read the first verse again.
Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
These words are faithful and true. The words of this Bible is faithful and true. Read on, my brother.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, that not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Hold on. You got that GNT?
Yeah.
Read that verse in GNT. Because a lot of times, they send men out to discourage the true men out here on the highways and the hedges, teaching this truth. A lot of times they'll say it doesn't. They don't have the apocrypha in there.
Not as much.
Well, go back to it. Go back to it. You got to get the GNT with the apocrypha. But anyway, I think I got it. Hold on. Slatia. I got my brother out. I think I got it. Hold on. We're going to get there. Let's see what the apocrypha. Let's see. In second Ezra 15 and 2. I think that's where you read. Okay. Read. Say the same thing. Read that. Read.
3.
Yeah, read 3.
Second Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
It reads the same, doesn't it? Okay. So fear not their imaginations. See, because you have scoffers out here, always scoffing and mocking, want to trip the elect men up. You can't trip the elect men up. You can't discourage the elect men. You see, the men that the Lord has placed out here to teach you the 1% truth, to give his people a warning. You're not going to discourage us in any way. You see, we don't care whether you hear or whether you forbear. We don't care if you don't believe it. You see, your unbelief it does not move us in any way. You see, so we don't fear these things. We know that we're going to have people disagreeing with us at all times. You see, that's the the situation that the Most High Yahweh Bashir Mahushai has placed us in. You're going to have opposition, and that's the reason it's telling us to fear not. Read that again, my brother.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, see, they want us to stop coming out here on the highways and the hedges. They want to stop us, but you can't stop these. You can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Roughly paraphrasing, of course. You see, all of your scoffing and your mocking and your taunting and your mean mugging and your your laughter looks and things of that nature, so-called picking, it doesn't move us. You know, we expect these things from the 2/3 of our people and from the wicked and the other heathen nations. You see, we don't care about that. We understand. We expect those type of things to happen. Read that again, my brother.
Fear not, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yes, that's right. We don't care about your unbelief, whether you believe us or not. That's not that's not what we are here for. We're out here to do what thus saith the Lord. You see, to give you the warning, to prophesy, to tell you what's going to come. Whether or not you believe us or not, that's clearly all depending on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will for you. You see, he has blinded the mind, roughly paraphrasing, of course. Give me that, my brother. Hold that. Let's go to Romans 11:7. You see, I don't want to mess it up. We're going to go back to, you might as well get it out of the argument too. You know, Romans 11:7. You see, whether, we don't care about their unbelief, because that's what incredulity it means. It means to unbelief, you know. And the Lord we doing what thus said the Lord. The Lord told us, speak in the ears of his people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. That's what we're doing. We're speaking in your ears, in your hearing. But yeah, you want to forbear. You want to continue on with the way you have learned things from your wicked oppressors. You see, you still want to go down in Egypt for help. You see, you want to continue to rely on your oppressor to give you Section 8, food stamps, the WIC program, things of that nature. You want to continue in this low life living. You rather to continue in getting the crumbs that they have to offer you. But hey, your president is taking these things away, because they got to finance this war that's on the horizon. You see, they got to finance this war. When it increase, they're gonna take all your money, all of your bank accounts are going to get wiped clean. Your 401k is dropping even now as we speak. You see, your stocks, you see, are dropping, are falling. They're going to take it all, and then they're going to issue you, a basic, somewhat of a basic income. All right, read that, my brother. Romans 11:7, because we don't care about our people. The Lord doesn't want those people to see it. We understand that. Read.
Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Mm-hmm. Read.
According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
See, they don't understand it. They hear it, but they don't get it. They see us out here, but they can't see. They don't understand why we are here. They think we are haters and out here just hollering and screaming at people. But we are commanded to come out here to speak in the ears of the Most High's people. You see, that's the reason we are here, to prophesy. You see, we're not out here just to be out here to be seen or men. We're out here to prophesy. You see, that's just tell you what's going to happen before it happens. That's what prophets do. You see? All right, read that again. Read that again, my brother.
What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
See, the elect has attained this knowledge. You see, the elect are the ones that's going to obtain salvation. Lord willing, we of that number. And all the men of GMS in the affiliate accounts, teaching the 1% truth are of that number. You see? Read on.
According as it is written, The Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see.
Yeah, 2/3 of our people are asleep because they are wicked. The Lord doesn't want them. You see, he's going to destroy them. Same wicked people that said, crucify him, crucify him. Give us Barabbas. You see, they even uh, hated worse than Pilate did. And Pilate was an Edomite. Man, our people are wicked, man. They'll be the one to set you up. The people that look like you, the people who know that they are Israelites, you see, they'll be the one that, the 2/3 of them will be the one that will do you in, Israel. You know? Yeah, we got to keep our wits about us. You see? Because there's a lot of unbelievers. You see? There's a lot of unfaithfulness out here. Unfaithful people. Read it. Read on.
And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them.
Okay, that's what I wanted. All right, go back to 2nd Ezra, 15th chapter. You would read that the 3rd verse, right? All right.
2nd Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all,
Go ahead.
for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Oh, see, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness, your unbelief. You see, you don't want to believe the prophets? So reap the whirlwind, Israel, you 2/3. You're going to reap it. You see? And that's disaster. That's woe, destruction. You see? Read.
For wicked, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
The Lord said he will bring what now?
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
The sword, which is any kind of killing instrument. The modern handgun. You see? The AR-15s. You see? And the military has all kinds of weapons. They're going to be on your street, knocking in your doors. Gurkha troops, perhaps. Oh, because the military, more likely they're going to be over there, getting slaughtered. That World War III. You see? Read that again, my brother.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
No, go back.
Fine.
Yeah.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
All right, the sword. What about the famine? Your resource, your food, your water. You see? Things that, to sustain your body, to keep your body from eating itself inside out. You see? You're going to need food. You're going to need water. You can go sometimes with a little longer without food, but you're definitely going to need water. And what's going to happen when the electricity goes out, when the power goes out? Everything practically runs off electricity. You see, when there's a power outage, even the water runs off electricity now. See, Esau has gotten this thing all fixed up for his dominant takeover. Israel, you're not seeing it. You're not aware of this. You still, are you're surviving. You're still trying to live your best life now. You're still trying to make it. Working 2 or 3 jobs, trying to make up, with these high prices. Israel, this is the time to turn back to your power now. You cannot save yourself by working extra hours or working multiple jobs and things of that nature. You're not going to keep up with the inflation that's happening. You're not going to be able to. You're going to have to call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He's a strong tower. He's your savior. He's your provider. You see? You're not getting it. Read that again, my brother.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And death, it's going to happen. Plague, sickness, and diseases, variants, all kinds of things are going to be let loose. You see? Death and destruction. Did you read that? Did you say that? Death and destruction. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to have putrefying bodies lying in the street, on the street, in bushes, in homes. It's going to be terrible, Israel. Read on, my brother.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Wickedness. Everywhere you turn, there's wickedness going on. You got a wicked holiday coming up, Easter, right? They're going to be hiding Easter eggs. Get it? An Easter eggs coming from a bunny. How ridiculous is that? Doesn't make any sense. But it's related to one of their pagan gods, you see? And they want Israel to participate in it so that they can continue to accuse them of the wickedness and disregarding of the laws that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has commanded us to do. See, all the nations know who you are, Israel, except you. Wow. Okay, let's go back to Salakia. Look at what? Oh, yeah. Rescue police. All right? Let's go. Oh, really? Let's go to, give me this in, let's see. Give me this in, go to Matthew 24 and 21. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be really bad. It's going to get really bad, Israel. Matthew 24 and 21.
Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever shall be.
See? Great tribulation. We're talking about Jacob's trouble. When it's at its fullness. You see? Great tribulation. Read that again, my brother.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever will be.
That's what's going to come. That's the reason Michael, the archangel, stood up, going to stand up for his elect men. See, the elect men going to be saved out of it. Because we read that in Jeremiah 30 and 7, didn't we? But Jacob shall be saved out of this great tribulation. We're going to go through. We're going to be tested. But Jake is going to be saved out of it. For there should be great tribulation. Read on, my brother. I think there's something else I want to get out of there. Some more to that.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those shall be shortened.
See? Except those days be shortened, it's going to be, trouble going to be so bad. A lot of deletion, a lot of unalive people are going to be, getting it. You see? But the elect going to be saved out of it because the Lord is going to come back and he's going to save his elect people. The days are going to be short. You see? This thing is going to happen quick as the Apostle Tahar, said. You see, when it happens, it's going to happen quick. And we praise it. How about Shem Shai that it's going to happen quick? read that again, my brother.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me that. All right. Give me that in go to Revelation 12 and 17. Yeah, let's get some.
Revelation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 17.
Yeah.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which the commandments of the Most High and the testimony of Yahushua.
The dragon today is the military. You know, the dragon is the military today. Esau, Edom's the military. You see, and the woman is Israel. You see, gonna make war with you. He's coming down hard for you. You know, as it says in Revelation 12 and 12. You see, he knows his time is short. You see, read that again, my brother.
And the dragon was wroth
was angry, very angry, furious. Read on.
With the woman.
Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You see, right? Read.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Going to come back and make remnant, going to come back on us in these times right here. You see, these are the end times. You know, don't forget Micah 12 and 1. Read.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High.
Who keep the commandments of the Yahweh Shem Shai? The elect. The elect keep it. The men that are sighing and crying for the abomination done in this wicked kingdom. You know, that will not take that C here of the MOTB, you know, that's keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, of their ability. You know, the ones that's trusted with all their faith, you see, with all their soul and body, are doing the things that we know to do according to the scriptures. You know, we're siphoning everything, every part of our lives through these scriptures. You see? Read that again, my brother.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahushua.
Right. And now, I tell you what, and we do have the testimony of Yahushua, which is prophecy. You see? We're telling you what's going to take place. We're telling you that these things are going to come in fruition in your lifetime very soon. You see? You ain't got no 1,000 years. And you know, I don't believe you got 4 years, 2 years. I don't know, but you know, I'm speaking as a man. Don't get it twisted. All right. So, hey, you know, so you better, this is the time. This is the time to put all of your hope, your faith, your trust, your belief in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Seek him now while there's still time, while the doors of mercy are open. All right? Let's go to Sirach 2 and 5, my brother. That's Ecclesiasticus.
Oh, yeah, no, I know it's exciting.
2 and 5. Here, read it from here.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you. Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
See, acceptable gold is tried in the fire to burn off the impurities. And acceptable men. If you will be an acceptable man by Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, you're going to be tried. You're going to be tested. You're going to go through, but the Lord's got you. You see? So this is the time. So we trust in the Lord to give us, okay? Because we know that of the intensity that's coming through this, in Jacob's trouble. That's the reason we're giving you the warning. Hey, my brother, go to Jeremiah 6 and 10. Wait. Jeremiah 6 and 10. What did it read?
Jeremiah 6 and 10. To whom shall I speak?
Yeah. That's it. Loud and clear.
Jeremiah 6 and 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ears uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken.
See? To whom? To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. But your ears are stopped up. They're uncircumcised. You see? You will not hear. Read that from the top again, my brother.
To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ears uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken.
See, that's what Jeremiah went through. Them hard-headed, stiff-necked Israelites, knowing they were of Israel, knowing the true name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Al Shai, yet they were hard-headed, stiff-necked. Their ears were uncircumcised. The same identical thing that's going on today, but in a much greater state even today, because wickedness has really escalated to an astronomical degree right here in America, aka Babylon the Great. That's the reason this place has got to go. It's got to get burned. It's got to get purified here. You see? But then desert creatures are going to occupy this this land. It would never be occupied again, right? But our land over there in Israel, Palestine, it's going to get burned up, but it's going to get purified with that fire. But it's going to get revealed. Oh, that's the Lord. That's the land that the Lord has given His chosen. You see? Read that again, my brother. To whom?
To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ears uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
They don't have any delight in the word of the Lord, in this warning that we're giving them. We're telling them what's going to take place, but they continue to pull the shoulder. You see? They continue to ignore us. You see? They continue to look at us as though with unbelief, not believing us, thinking that the Lord loves everybody and anybody can be saved. They still believing in the heaven, in the hell doctrine, that you're going to burn forever. They don't want to hear about we're going to be in, the Most High, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians are going to be rulers. You see, are going to have slaves, which are the other heathen nation. First and foremost, Esau. First and foremost, the Amalekites. You see? All right? They don't want to hear that. They want to find a loophole to help Esau get out of this slavery. But he has to go through it. He has to be enslaved as we were enslaved. But we're not going to do wickedly. We're going to go by the word, by the law. And we're going to be justified. We're going to be contemplating ways of making them suffer. That's what it's going to be like, Israel. Oh man, we got a heritage coming, an inheritance coming, and we love the sound of it. The elect men, the 1/3 women who are in order. You see? All right, read that again, my brother.
To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ears uncircumcised, that they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them, a reproach that they have no delight in it.
Right? Okay. I just spoke on that. All right. Give me Sirach, what, 5 and 7? Read. And you got it. All right.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and put no offering day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. Like the brother was saying, we don't know how long we have, but we know it's not a long time as what we might think. So turn back, stop tearing, and come back to the truth.
Yeah, don't keep putting it off. Time is winding up. This is the time for you to turn back to your power now. All right? You're in the grace period now, Israel. This is the grace period. This grace period is going to end. The doors of mercy are going to close. And therefore, don't be left without this mercy. You see, the only way you're going to have mercy is to pray and ask the Lord to forgive you and to come out of these wicked churches and stop calling on these false gods. You see? All right. You got it?
And with that, I hope that was edifying. But before we close out, let's give our honors and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Bakadah. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who brought us 100% truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth. Again, Shalom.
Shalom.